Hey, what do you say? It is episode number, you ready for it, DJ? Episode number 69. Hey,
Yes.
69.
We made it.
Nice. It is the Run-In Podcast. My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks. It's your boy DJ up in the rafters wearing my Jackie Robinson jersey.
From Japan, or from China. My China Tom Brady Bucks jersey shipped, and it's kind of fun to watch, like on the shop app, the different towns it's going through in China.
Right.
So at least it showed up on the shop app, and it's like legitimate.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see. Yeah. We talked about this in our Inner Circle group chat that I haven't ordered a China jersey in a long time, so I'm excited to see what the quality is going to be. So yeah, the one you got there, man, looks good. Looks good.
And it's been washed a couple of times.
Very nice. Very nice. Welcome in to the Run-In Podcast. Run-In Podcast, of course, brought to you by Figure Collections. If you ordered Bull Nakano from Figure Collections, it is shipping soon. Yeah. Jack told me today he should have them in by Monday, and then they'll go out immediately. So you guys should have those in your hands, including myself. DJ, you got one too, right?
Yeah.
We should all have those in our hands very, 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 very soon. I cannot wait to see what those look like. We got a really good show for you guys tonight. We're going to talk some wrestling, obviously some toys. We got some top fives. We got some this or that. We got some weekly purchases, but we got to talk about a giveaway. We set up a giveaway with Barrios Toys. They hooked us up with some stuff to give away. We said you guys got to write a review on Instagram, or I'm sorry, on Apple Podcasts, and we will give you, if you did it, we will give one lucky winner a autographed Juventud Guerrero Muscles Super 7 figure pack. So here's your winner. It is it's Bearded Big Man. Bearded Big Man, 5-star podcast, one of my favorite podcasts. DJ and Tommy are great. You cover all the things I enjoy. Wrestling, action figures, and football. Great show. Hashtag Fig Life. And gave us
that. We got to talk about football now.
Yeah. There is a lot to talk about in the world of football. A lot of to talk about in the world of baseball.
Jesus Christ. But yeah.
Right. Or world of baseball, I should say. But Bearded Big Man. Bearded Big Man. If that's you, slide into our DMs, claim your prize. We will set you up with that Juventud Guerrero autographed Muscle Men pack and some stickers, and we'll get you all set up. Now, we did have a giveaway last week with Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. We were giving away the Miz, Keith Lee, and some stuff from the Pro Wrestling Crate. And I screwed up, and I forgot to post it on our Instagram. So we will do that this week. We'll get that taken care of. And then Barrios Toys, if you guys aren't following them on Instagram, make sure you're doing so, because they hooked us up with even more stuff to give away. So once they
got stuff to ship. That's
right.
They do have stuff to ship. So you need to follow. For those in Northern California, you need to stop by. They
are shipping. I wish they were shipping when I wanted when they had the Baroness retro.
Hey, it's a steady rotating thing over there. So at any time he could have one of those.
Yep. So just wanted to remind you guys also that Mike Lanham, friend of the show, still some time left. If you're listening to this on Friday, today is the last day to get those donations in for Norton's Children's Hospital. Remember, in the Fig Cave, the giveaway ends Friday night, payday. We got 3 figures that we're giving away: Colonel Mustafa, Aleister Black, Cody Rhodes, LJN. The Aleister Black, by the way, is a chase. And then the 4th figure reveal, we're giving away a Warlord Elite, and we're only $200 away from the signed Jerry the King Lawler Elite. So make sure you make a donation, head over to the Fig Cave. Look, it's in the announcements. Click on that link, make a donation, post a screenshot in the comments below, and we're going to pick one lucky winner to get a t-shirt of their choice from our Pro Wrestling Tees store.
Man.
Speaking of Pro Wrestling Tees store, little unannounced quick sale going on this week. If you guys, it's customer appreciation, only 24 hours for you guys to get your orders in, but we did get a couple orders. So thank you to everybody who ordered a t-shirt from the Pro Wrestling Tees sale there. Hopefully there'll be another one down the road. I probably would be willing to bet that the next one is Black Friday. So
yeah.
be ready for that. And
They do go off on the holidays though.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. I'll probably be placing a
few sales
big order. And hopefully, maybe we'll have a couple more t-shirt designs up by then.
There we go.
I want to get a zip-up hoodie up on there. Little design, a nice little design.
We need a hoodie.
Nothing too tacky. I wear a zip-up hoodie all the time, so we got to get some zip-up hoodies up on there. FanDuel, I dropped a ball on it this week. Remember, guys, I had COVID last week. My whole family had COVID, so I was dealing with all that. So forgot to put up
fog brain. That's one of the things.
That's right. Forgot to put up the FanDuel. Got a message actually from a friend of mine that was like, "Hey, where's the FanDuel?" And was like, "Oh shit!" And it was like 10:30 Sunday morning. I'm like, "There's no way we are filling it." So we'll just do that this week. So week 6 FanDuel. Be on the lookout for that. Speaking of betting and gambling and sports. The Red Sox, you may have heard, are on their way to the ALCS. They're going to take on the Houston Astros. Fellow podcaster and friend of the show, John Swallow from Coming Down the Aisle podcast. Nice. He started talking some shit to me because he's an Astros fan.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he started.
So me and Mike Lanham, and now you and
me and John, man.
Yep.
He started banging that trash can. So me and him have a little wager. If the Red Sox win the ALCS, he has to buy me an Elite from ringside. If the Astros win the ALCS, I have to buy him an Elite from ringside collectibles. And then he said, if the Astros and the Dodgers play in the World Series, DJ, he's coming after you.
Oh, come on with it. Like, y'all, we're not letting y'all bang on no trash cans this time.
Dodgers got to get through the Giants
first I'm not looking ahead. Like, this is going to go 7. Like, they're literally going back and forth every
It's crazy. Crazy. Tonight, it's game 5 tonight. While we're recording on Wednesday tonight. No Dynamite.
If I were, felt like betting, I would totally bet on the Giants tonight. Just how the rhythm of how this thing's going.
Dude, the ALCS has been insane, or ALDS was insane.
Yes.
Twice this week I woke my kid up. I only have one kid. My kid up and my wife because I was screaming at the top of my lungs about walk-offs and just
walk-offs. Yeah. Those happened.
Pavetta, the pitcher, showing some emotion, walking off the mound. It got me fired up. It's been a great dude.
And you're welcome, by the way,
for Kike,
for Dodgers helping you out.
Kike, Verdugo, Jock Peterson helping the Braves.
That's right. Yeah, you
guys should have held on to all those guys.
Well, there's only so much money. God dang, like you can't pay everybody.
What are you drinking tonight, DJ?
You know what I'm drinking.
You got the drip flowing.
Yes.
The drip flowing. I actually fell asleep before I pulled the fill and fell asleep before we started recording this. I was laying with my kid.
That's become a verb
now. I fell asleep with my kid and my alarm went off and I said, you know what? I'm running downstairs. I've talked about these before. Raise Energy. They have the little packets that you can put into a bottle of water. So this is it's a Poland Spring water bottle. But it's water and energy mix. It's the Apollo flavor of Raise Energy.
And
Raise Energy
plug in there.
Yeah, exactly. Got to drink the product. I'm wearing an homage hoodie. We got the Raise Energy drink in the thing. I'm like Wayne Campbell in Wayne's World when they're talking about selling out.
They're turning labels and everything.
And he's turning all the labels. Yep. Yeah. That's right. And if you go to repsports.com, use the code RUNINPOD, you can save yourself 15% on your order over at Raise Energy. And don't forget, they just dropped a new flavor. It's sour.
I saw that. Yeah.
What is it? It is Franken Sour.
Franken Sour. That's it.
Just in time for the holiday. Great, cool looking can. And they got all kinds of stuff. You guys can use our codes on these too. If you spend $39, you get a free shirt or a long sleeve crop top. DJ, I know you're into the long sleeve crop tops.
I was about to say I need some long sleeve stuff because it's starting to get cold, but I don't know. The crop top probably ain't. My 6-pack ain't quite there yet for that.
If you spend $89, you'll get a free Franken Sour shirt or long sleeve crop top and free Franken Sour pre-workout. If you spend $119 or more, you get a free shirt or long sleeve crop top pre-workout and then a free Franken Sour tank top. So jump over there. Again, it's repsports.com. Grab some stuff. Sign up for their mailing list. They're always sending out free offers and stuff. Just do it. Just do it, man. Repsports.com. That's with 2 P's. The link's right on our website, and use the code RUNINPOD for 15% off your order.
It's
all right.
Like, it's not
it is good. It is. I like it. It's my favorite energy drink by far. Run in Pod. And I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor. I'm saying that because I drink it. I actually like the flavor actually tastes like something, not just like shitty water. Excuse me.
I love it.
You can actually like tell what the flavor is supposed to be.
Right.
There's no like weird crash afterwards. It's good stuff. It is really good stuff. Just a couple more housekeeping things. Remember, you can go over to runinpod.com. That is where you can get all our discount codes, not just Rep Sports, but the Homage discount code is on there. We'll talk more about Homage in a little bit. Figure Collections, Heroes Hideout, Keystone Retros, of course, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, figtees.co.uk. All up there, all our discount codes. Jump on to Run In Pod, and our YouTube channel is up to date. I've been an unboxing maniac. Unboxed the latest Loot Crate, Ninja Turtles Loot Crate. Unboxed that on the YouTube channel. Unboxed Kane and Undertaker Ultimate Editions and gave my opinion on that. So check that out. There's another. And then by the time you listen to this, there'll be another unboxing up there. Just a random unboxing. I did like Sergeant Slaughter, Colonel Mustafa, Trish Stratus, Warlord. I think that was it. I'm looking at the boxes on my floor because I haven't cleaned up after myself yet.
You hound.
Yeah, that's it. So so some good stuff up on the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/The Run-In Podcast. Of course, all our episodes go up on there. So you have a video element as well as the audio element. Make sure you subscribe up over on the YouTube channel. And of course, we mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it again, prowrestlingtees.com/runinpod. Best way to support the show is going over there and buying yourself a t-shirt or hitting up one of our sponsors over on runinpod.com and using our discount code. No Kenny's corrections again. He actually said to us this week, you guys got to mess up because
maybe I'll mess something up on purpose just to see if he's paying attention.
Yeah. There was a mess up actually. Good friend of the show, good brother, Charles Andrew brought it up.
Oh boy, the guy that's trying to sneak in and take
it. He called you out. I got to find it though. He's calling you out for something to do with Rick and Morty. Let's see here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it quick, but
because I played Rick Sanchez as one of my parents.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But the way you explained Rick and Morty to me, I forget what it was. I don't have it up here immediately, but I guess you explained something wrong to me, and he was all about it. Like DJ's wrong. DJ's wrong. So maybe he'll message you and let you know what you were wrong about.
DJ's wrong. Okay,
we're all wrong once in a while, guys. We're all wrong once in a while. Other than that, though, man, I don't think I've got anything else to talk about here in housekeeping. I think I'm ready to dive into the ring. What do you say?
Yeah, let's talk about these folks that was rolling around in the ring last week.
Let's do it. In the Ring is brought to you by our man, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, and he is bringing the fire. He's got belts for sale. I'm so tempted to buy one of them. He's got some banger figures up there. Just check out his Instagram. You will not be disappointed. And when you buy something from him, use the code RUN10. You can use it through DMs, 10% off. Anything Buy, Sell, Trade Toys has for sale. A weird week of wrestling. No Dynamite this week when we're recording. We're recording on Wednesday this week. We're going to start recording on Wednesday going forward right after Dynamite. And I went to tell DJ, I was like, yeah, the NHL is preempting Dynamite tonight. So with the Capitals and the Rangers. So yeah, on TNT. So no Dynamite. Dynamite will be on Saturday. And because of the ALCS, SmackDown is actually going to be on Fox Sports 1 on Friday night instead of regular Fox. So just keep that in mind. And so we'll talk about Raw here. There's no big, nothing big as far as like a draft or anything like that to talk about. No pay-per-view or anything like that. So we'll just get right into our 3 things that we're keeping an eye on this week, or 3 things that caught our attention this week. First thing for me, man, Raw, after a few good weeks of Raw was just blah. It wasn't bad. But it wasn't like off. Yeah, it wasn't like I needed to watch this. I'm so glad I watched this. It was just blah. It was just there.
Right.
A lot of King of the Ring qualifying matches that we'll talk about. But yeah, it was just like the only thing that like really stood out was Big E talking about his nipples.
Well, I mean, you give Big E a mic. I mean, speaking of Big E, like I went to this cool brewery that I found that has all of the like MMA and boxing pay-per-views.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then so I went and watched the Wilder and Fury fight, and Big E did promos for both entrances. So
yeah, he did. He was all over the place this week. He was at the University of Iowa game on Saturday.
Right.
He was at the fight. He was all over the place. He's living life as a WWE champ.
Yeah,
good for him, man.
He's supposed to do that.
Good for him.
So yeah, so I totally like. I thought, you know, like I heard some people that I think probably were not familiar with wrestling. There was like, what's up with this guy's hair? I'll just say, oh, you guys don't get it, you know. Like just have another beer. You don't get it. But yeah,
not to mention he'll kill you.
Promos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, no, but he did. I thought both promos were fire. Like,
yeah,
you know, give this guy a mic and let him go.
I was sitting there wondering. I'm like, I wonder if they let him just kind of go do his own thing, or if he has to follow a script. Like, it definitely sounded like when him and Drew McIntyre were going back and forth, it definitely sounded like him and Drew, or it sounded like Drew definitely has like a script, but it doesn't sound like it. It's like Big E, almost like they're like, you know what, we trust you, do your thing, man, and let's see what you can do. So I thought his Big E's promos were good all night long, but other than that, I mean, the whole show kind of just. Again,
it leveled off. Like there's only so many. I think there's only so many shows in a row. Like they're gonna, you know, feel like they're climbing.
Yeah. I think they're in a holding pattern right now because they have the draft. They can't do anything with the draft results because they have to do this stupid Saudi Arabia show.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's like Big E and Drew McIntyre are talking shit to each other. But they're about to go be on different shows. Goes back to what I was saying a couple weeks ago. Is like, all right, we know Drew McIntyre is not winning the title because he's going over to SmackDown in a couple weeks.
Right.
It's like we know he's not winning the title at the Blood Money show. Right. So you know, I will say,
what if they called it that?
One thing I am looking forward to. I think it's going to be a banger, underrated match. Mm-hmm. At that Saudi Arabia show is the Mustafa Ali and Mansoor match. I think those two, like, granted, like nobody really knows anything, like nobody really gives a shit about them, but wrestling wise, I feel like those two, it's going to be a very underrated match and like kind of like off the radar. And I think they are going to tear it down.
And then let's be real, like the crowd energy, like they're going to be into that match. Like no matter what we feel about them.
Yeah.
Over there, they're going to, that crowd is going to be into that match, and those, like you said, those two guys have a lot of energy.
Yeah,
in their matches. So I agree. I think now you got me wanting to watch that.
I'm curious about your thoughts on Doudrop. What are your thoughts? Have we talked about her?
We've talked about her like when she came out a little bit.
Yeah, and they changed her name and all that.
Yeah. She almost like. To give her a comparison of somebody that we've watched kind of with the same physique, is she reminds me of kind of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Okay. She's much more attractive than Bam Bam Bigelow.
No, that not the look, but the I'm talking about the in-ring work here. Just like she's light on her feet, like you know, and then she'll, you know, like you know, be that the immovable object when she needs to be.
Yep.
But you know, she has that surprising, you know, kind of light on her feet when she needs to be as well. Just like
was it this week where somebody hit, I think it's Shayna Baszler hit her from behind or whatever, and she didn't like even flinch, like she didn't feel it.
Right. But you know, she does like the flips and all that.
Yeah, so. I find her entertaining. I really do. Like, I'm not this is a terrible thing to say, but whatever. Like, you guys judge me all you want, but I'm not usually into the big women, but she is entertaining to watch. Like, she's just...
Hey, you know, I think one thing with us guys that I think we got to get over I think we got to get over every single person, like, equating a person's talent with how much we're attracted to them. Like we got to do it.
Yes, and with the women's division. Listen, my wife is just as guilty. We went to a house show like for our anniversary. It was on our anniversary. She bought tickets. She bought second row tickets, right?
Okay.
And so on the card, it was like Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, John Cena. Like this was a couple of years ago, and she posted a thing on Instagram the next day of all these guys. I didn't even know she took these pictures on the top rope, like
positions where they're like on all fours or whatever.
No, it wasn't like that. But they're flexing and they're doing their pose or whatever.
Right.
She took these pictures and then she posted them on Instagram and put "Happy Anniversary" to me. Like, so the women are just as guilty as the men.
Yeah, they can do that too. Yeah.
And they do the same thing. They're like, "Oh, I like that guy. He's hot."
Yeah. No, they do that.
But Doudrop definitely got my attention, not because of her looks, but because I know that she's super shallow. Yeah, her in-ring work got my attention. So for sure.
Yep. She can go.
Anything on Raw grab your attention? I see you got one little thing on our notes here that I was actually going to bring up, and then I saw you had it, so I backed off.
I saw just all I think since Raw, like all people have been talking about is the times of the matches, and and I just been like, so I was thinking about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but especially with the women's matches.
Right. Well, because I mean, most of them were the Queen of the Ring matches.
Right, and they were all under 2 minutes. Except Zelina Vega. Oh, that was from SmackDown. Zelina Vega and Toni Storm was 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Right.
Doudrop and Natalya was 2 minutes and 55. Carmella and Liv, which was from SmackDown as well, that was 1 minute and 46 seconds. And Shayna Baszler and Dana Brooke was 1 minute and 21 seconds.
And then I thought about it, like, okay, think about shows that have like think about tournament matches in particular. Like, and I don't care, men or women. For example, I was on shout out to the show Wrestling with Regret on YouTube. If you watch his review of WrestleMania 4, I didn't realize that, because I guess we're just so excited that, oh man, whoever wins this tournament is going to be the world champion, right? So we were so caught up in that. Dude, those the matches, the early round matches sucked, and they were short. So I think that's all this is. We're in the early rounds. Like, why are we going to have a whole 20-minute match for the first round matches?
Right. And they're trying to not scramble. They're trying to cram these matches into, not one night, but a couple nights here on top of building stories. I understand they're not building a ton of stories with the, the time that they're giving the women here.
Right.
But it'll happen.
Wait to the final four. Like the final four matches I think that's going to be 3 banger matches.
Yep.
To lead up to the Queen.
Yeah.
So, so come on, relax. You don't do this in the freaking, like, say, NCAA tournament. You don't care about the first round matches.
Right.
Or the first round games.
Right. I think it was our friends actually over at the Turnbuckle Tavern who were like, would you rather have 4 matches under 3 minutes each, or would you rather have 1 10-minute match? To me, honestly, it sucks
what we're talking about.
Right. Do I want to see Dana Brooke out there for 10 minutes? Hell no.
Right.
And neither does Corey Graves. But at the same time, like that 10-minute match that was on AEW, and I'm not taking shots at Turnbuckle Tavern. We obviously know I love them. Right. But I'm just saying, to take that argument, is like that 10-minute match is only building 2 women. They were using the Serena Deeb match from from Dynamite last week as their example. Right. And that's only building 2 women. That's not building the whole division. That's like putting Sasha and Charlotte out there for 10 minutes, or Sasha and Becky, or Bailey and Becky, like one of the 4 horsewomen,
right? And
just being like, all right, you guys have 10 minutes, go for it. Instead, they are giving Dana Brooke a chance, or giving Liv Morgan a chance, or giving Doudrop a chance. They're giving all these other women TV time. Well, yeah, it might not be as long as in a tournament. Exactly. Thank you. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it at the moment. I think if we keep going and it gets into a little bit further into the tournament and this is happening, then we have a problem.
Right. That's exactly it. So I'm just like, it's once again, like what we talk about on this show, like once again, it's the wanting to be overly critical of WWE. I mean, we don't want to talk about okay, they had a 10-minute match once on AEW for women. Like, we don't want to talk about like some of those early Rose matches where she just went out there and a nice suplex and the match was over. Like, nobody, we don't want to talk about those matches too. Like,
dude, so I still go back to the whole thing where they have a freaking zombie woman in their women's division. Like, like
they're not perfect. Like, AEW's not perfect. Like, that's my point. Like, they're not perfect. They're not like everything they do is not gold.
Right.
So we can stop. You gotta stop that.
Both promotions fuck up. I'm all elite still, guys, but both promotions have problems. I'm actually gonna vent about one of my problems with AEW here in a minute, but I'm still all elite. You don't have to change the graphic. But the other thing that caught my eye, and I know it caught yours as well, DJ, is that Ricochet and Xavier Woods match. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of people tweeting and FaceTiming or not FaceTiming, Facebooking. And everything about this is the Ricochet that we need.
Yes.
Like, I agree, and I think
I agree.
I thought this was probably Ricochet's best match. Xavier Woods looks like he can hold it down in the singles division too. So,
and that's one of your great segue there. So, are we starting to have like at least like a king push for Xavier? Like, we had two of his guys get world titles.
Yeah.
So now, like, to give Xavier some flowers here, King Xavier, what you think?
I would be all for it, man. I got no complaints about him winning. Cesaro's already out, isn't he? Like, I remember looking at the bracket and just being like, I don't really have a problem with any of these people winning.
That was what the cool thing about this. Yes, one of the cool things about the bracket that they put, like the guys that they put into this tournament. You're rooting for all of them. Like, you're like, okay, I can see any one of these guys becoming king and getting a nudge.
I'm just going back to the bracket here just to make sure I'm not shooting myself in the foot here. That there was, I wouldn't be crazy about Jinder Mahal winning, or Rey Mysterio, but
Jinder's not winning this.
He might. Vince loves him.
Unless the finals was at the Saudi show.
It is at the Saudi show, isn't it?
The final?
I think it is.
Oh no, now I'm scared.
Yeah.
That scared me now. Uh-oh.
Whoopsie.
But please, come on, King Xavier. Like, that's
I hope it happens. I hope it happens.
Especially if Ricochet didn't get it. So now I'm King Xavier.
Or does the Prince become the king with Finn Balor winning?
I wouldn't be too mad at that one either.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yep.
But it's like he fell off the top rope at whatever the last pay-per-view was, and now they don't know what to do with him. Like, let's just throw him in here. Like, like, no explanation for why that rope broke. No, nothing. They're just like, all right, we're gonna throw.
All right, so next.
next segment. What a shit show. Anyway, see, we're shitting on WWE too, guys. Right. Remember, the Run-In Podcast is equal opportunity shitters. If people would wear that as a t-shirt, we'd make it as a t-shirt, but I don't think people would actually wear that as a shirt. So, on to NXT. We got a new North American champion. Mello Campbell is our NXT champion. Looks like he could be exciting to take the North American championship and make a little run with it here. This is a little bit like who's the real skinny guy there that won the belt? Is that that was the guy that put the belt on and it kept falling off?
And it kept falling off, and he like, oh man! And even like sometimes you throw him to the corner, and he would like do this move where he like shimmies in between the turnbuckles. Like
why can I not think of his name? That's not Isaiah Swerve Scott, is it?
No,
we are the worst
because he's on SmackDown now with his group. But yeah, no, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, we are the worst at remembering.
Yeah,
names.
the guy won a title, and now he's like, I just saw like a clip of him in some independent show too.
Hopefully this is a good run for Mello here. Yeah. If you ever forget his name, just think of Carmelo Anthony. That's what we did.
Or Mello Ball.
That's right. That's right. I see we were all talking about why can I not think of her name now? Mandy Rose.
Yes.
I
like this character. Like, that's why I put it out here. I'm like, you know what? I like this version of Mandy Rose.
Leon Ruff. That's who we're thinking of. Leon Ruff.
Leon, yes.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Sorry, Kenny.
I gotta think of, so with him, I gotta think, like, for me with my boxing brain and how he won the, like how both Leons won the title, I gotta think of Leon Spinks. And I'll remember.
Kenny was getting ready to DM us that.
Yeah, he was.
What that was, and
he was scrambling that few minutes that during this podcast right now.
He's like, you motherfuckers, you.
But yeah, Mandy, I like this version of her character. And
I got zero complaints about Mandy Rose at the moment.
I'm like, and the outfits, like those are working too.
Yeah, those outfits are absolutely working for her. 100%. I think she trimmed down a little bit too. Not that she was obviously ever like heavy, but like she doesn't look as thick with 2 C's. Now, like she's obviously still in great shape, but like I don't know. Maybe she's not.
I'm about to say she's definitely putting the legwork in. Because I can now, like, she's like even got like the ripples in the quads. That might, like, you know, that might be what we're thinking here, like, because sometimes when your legs get big like that, it can make you look a little bit smaller up top,
right?
So that might be what we're seeing.
Halloween
I don't
Havoc.
care. Yeah, I'm like, I don't care, but yeah.
Halloween Havoc coming up in 2 weeks. She is going to be going for the title.
Let's go.
NXT
warmed up.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it was room temperature this last show. I thought it was all right. I thought that show was all right.
I mean, I get it takes time to build it, but at the same time, it's like you guys had such a good thing going.
Right.
But my last thing here in the world of wrestling for this week is probably for all you guys who like to yell at me about AEW and stuff like that. Here's my beef with AEW at the moment. Tony Khan, just shut the fuck up, please. Like, just stop talking.
No, he should really stop talking.
Yes, he doesn't need to be on every radio show. He doesn't need to be a personality. I understand that Vince was a personality back in the Attitude Era, but he wasn't saying we're gonna do this so that we beat so that we beat WCW, so that we beat Nitro. Like, it's one thing to be confident in your product. It's another thing to be an ass clown. And I just feel like he is very quickly going down that road of being like just the annoying little, like, everybody thinks it's fun and cool right now, but I feel like eventually it's just gonna, I mean, I feel this way now. It's just gonna be like, shut up, dude. Like, we don't don't need to hear from you every single week about why you think WWE sucks or why this is.
And it's always something bogus. Like, it's always something that goes back. Like, it's like they've done a complete 180 on all of the things that they said that they were going to do when they started this company.
Right.
And you can find it. Like, so it's not like I didn't make that up. Like, they show you, like, I've had, there are people that show you the clip or show you the quote that they had at the beginning and then what they're saying now. Like, oh, we're not competing. Oh, now we're going to have, Daniel Bryan be on the YouTube show. So that we can.
And that's another thing is like, SmackDown says we're going to go a half hour longer on Friday to compete with Rampage. I get that. And then AEW says, all right, well, we're going to put a free show on YouTube. Okay. I understand the marks will tune in. I will probably tune in, but like the casual wrestling fan isn't going to be like, oh, I'm going to go check out YouTube for this Daniel Bryan and Asian man who I've never heard of match. Like, that's another thing is like, I understand this, the guy that Daniel Bryan is facing on Friday is a huge name in Japan, but casual North American fans or lapsed fans here in America do not give a shit about this guy. Like
that's why like 1 million viewers is like right now the ceiling on what they're doing. It's like because
and SmackDown is going to beat them on Friday night. I'm sorry. SmackDown is going to beat them on Friday night. It's going to be like, don't get me wrong. Rampage will probably have, because of all of this, Rampage is probably, the numbers will probably go up, but Rampage has been in a swoon. And we talked about it last week. Like, is the CM Punk, novelty wearing off on Rampage?
Yeah, because he was actually in the ring last week. And once again, what'd they go, 600,000?
Yep. So I wish Tony Khan would just sit back, didn't he say in the beginning he didn't want to be a character, or he wasn't going to be a character? Correct. And now he's just all over the place. And it's like, all right, dude, we get it. Like, you're proud of your product.
It's not very good. And the thing is like when he does talk, it's not very good.
Yeah. And I get, like, it's fine to be proud of your product. I'm not shitting on him for that. I'm not shitting on him for thinking his product is good. Right. It's just like, you don't need to be all over the media. I got a message from Jack from Figure Collections. He sent me, so because I do his social media work, he sent me a subscription to PW Insider, and I actually have not used it. Nice. I feel terrible that I haven't used it yet, but he's sent me a message, another 30+ minute interview with Tony Khan on PW Insider Elite this week. And I'm just like, well, I appreciate you giving me the subscription, but that's not why I'm going to use it. Like, I do not care that Tony Khan has a 30-minute plus interview on there. I don't want to hear from Tony Khan.
Oh, he's on Busted Open all the time.
Yeah, and that's another, and The Fan in New York, he's on that all the time too. And it's just like, God, like, that's what I mean. It's just, dude, stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Let your product do the talking. Let your product do the talking.
No, I don't agree with every book. I don't think he's like this amazing booker either. I'm sorry.
No, and he's got Kenny Omega, and he's got the other Cody and the other CEOs, the Bucks, working with him. So like, it's not all him. But anyway, that was my my gripe with AEW this week. Again, I'm still enjoying the product. I still am entertained every time.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I still am entertained every time I turn it on. That's literally my complaint, is just Tony Khan, shut up. Like, I don't. That's it. That's the only complaint I got.
Right.
This week about AEW. So I'm
actually looking forward product and everything in my place.
Actually looking forward to Bobby Fish versus Daniel Bryan on Dynamite. So
Bobby Fish,
right? That's the big match on Dynamite this week, I think.
It is.
All right, I thought so. Hangman Page actually showed up for Dynamite this week. He says, "Hey, I'm at the building. There's no one here. Do you want me for Dynamite tonight or what? Because I'll go back home."
That's hilarious. And is he sitting at a bar somewhere? Because that's.
Any other before we get into the world of wrestling or the news in wrestling, any other stuff about this week's shows?
Without actually, like you said, with Dynamite being later down
it's weird.
Week, like that was it for like, I think we covered it.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk some news. Not a whole lot of news either this week. Dark Side of the Ring, though, we've talked about that every week since it came back. The last two episodes have actually been the lowest rated in the history of the show. So I think it's the topics, to be honest with you. Like, those last two, they're interesting, but again, it's kind of like the whole thing we say about AEW is like, I have a buddy who is a lapsed fan, and he'll watch the thing about the plane ride from hell because he knows about it. He'll probably watch tomorrow night. He'll probably watch the Luna Vachon one because he knows all about her. He's watching the ones he knows about. And then like me, like I didn't know about Nick Gage until I watched Dark Side of the Ring, but I watch the ones I know. Like, I make it a point to watch the ones on the subject I know about, and then I'll go back and watch the stuff I don't really know about. So I haven't watched the last two yet. I haven't watched Canyon yet. I need to watch that one. And then I didn't watch the one about last week that we talked about with the Ring on Fire and stuff like that. Right. I have not watched that one yet.
It's almost so bad. Some of the parts were just funny that it was so bad, but then it gets kind of sad at the end.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking it in. It's just like with COVID and everything, like I didn't want to watch something where I needed to pay attention because I knew I might fall asleep or I might just need to turn the TV off and go to bed. So I put like we talked about it last week. I put Seinfeld on and just mindless TV, and my Netflix has just been rolling through the through Seinfeld.
You're still watching?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And speaking of like reckless, like just real 1 second here, like speaking of reckless, like, you know, independent wrestlers, did you see about the guy that I think he was like he's a backyard wrestler or whatever, and he like cut a guy's finger off?
No, I didn't see
in the middle of the match. It's just, come on, man.
I did see that Jon Moxley defended his GCW world title this weekend in New Jersey, and like his back was all fucked up. And I was gonna bring that up. Like, should Tony Khan like kind of put a stop
not like
some of this stuff?
So let me put a prediction out there. So he's letting them just run whatever they want to do, right?
Yep.
Somebody that's in a big spot is gonna like tear an ACL or something like that, and that's gonna, you know, that it's gonna screw up an entire huge pay-per-view. Then he's gonna think about, oh, maybe I need to stop you guys from doing that, and then people are gonna debate that. They're gonna be like, wait, isn't that like what Vince does? And then that's gonna start a whole debate. Yeah,
I agree. I am with you. I think 100%. That is exactly what's going to happen. Even Renee Young was tweeting that, you know, she hated what she was watching. And that's another thing is like, say what you will about Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, whatever you want to call him, but he kind of put GCW, like, I don't want to say in the mainstream, but like he kind of has brought attention to them.
Yeah.
I'm listening to their podcast. I hear what he's doing. Obviously, like I'm seeing what he's, you know, doing there in the, you know, through their Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm paying more attention to GCW now than I ever have. I'm not going to say I'm a fan, but like, I'll see what's going on or whatever, like that. The whole Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley thing caught my, I think I might've called him Dean Ambrose earlier.
I'm about to say same thing. He's hardly doing anything different.
The whole Jon Moxley thing caught my attention. So the, you know, it's say what you will about, you know, mid Cardona. But he's, you know, getting eyes on the product there. So, I'm still like not a fan. I will probably never go to a show, or buy a show, but you know, keeping tabs on what's going on down there.
I don't want light bulb mercury in my eye.
Yeah. Same here. All right. Luna Vachon, we mentioned her quickly. She is this week's,
I want to see this
Dark Side of the Ring. I'm looking forward to this. My dad, I went to a house show back in the day, and my dad brought me, but my stepdad knew a security guard who worked there and got me at the venue that it was at and got me backstage passes. And my dad swears that Luna Vachon wore a wig and that we met her. And I'm like, no way, Dad. Like, she actually had her hair like that and stuff. So I actually want to see if they talk about this I know there's a million Luna Vachon things to talk about.
Right.
But I want to see if they actually talk about
that myth, if
that is her real hair or not. But a lot of stuff there, her marriage to Gangrel and stuff like that.
Man.
So I am looking forward to taking that one in. And Pro Wrestling Tees did a Luna Vachon brawler for today. For the release of the show. And we might have more Luna Vachon news. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Down the road here, hopefully. Just keep that under your hat, guys. Keep that under your hat. We might have some Luna Vachon news here soon, hopefully. Miz, all right, so we're at the 44-minute-ish mark. I'm gonna throw a awesome in here right now so that John James will leave me alone about saying that we do not talk about the Miz being on Dancing with the Stars this week. This week we are going to talk a lot about it because DJ, I think you saw what he was dressed up as.
The genie.
On Monday night, he was dressed as the genie, straight up in blue paint, bald head. I put a picture. So somebody actually brought up a good point to this today, I saw. And first of all, everybody's like, when are we getting this in figure form? Second of all,
talk to Disney about that.
In the movie, Genie and Jasmine don't even really know each other. They both know Aladdin.
Right.
So I put on our Instagram, I put a picture of this of him and Jasmine, his dancing partner. I said, you know, who is this? Who's the guy on the left? Wrong answers only. Here's what we got. Zach Egoff, Mizzy Smurf, Main Hustle Wrestling, The Wiz, Flamblanca, The Blue Meanie, Detolf Zegler, Left Shark, Main Event _ Marks, Mizzy Smurf. That was another one. Brady Robinson, 129, The Blue Genie, O'Neal for Life, The Demon Finn Blue Balls, PJ's Underground, Aladdin, Tobias after he blew himself, Blue Man Group, Great Value, Wishman, Will Smith. Tons of funny answers on our Instagram. Make sure you go check that out. But you know what I'm gonna say, because he dressed up as a cat on Tuesday night. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
And I did vote for him on Monday night. I did not vote for him on Tuesday night because I was busy. But good for the Miz, man. Vote. He is owning this, and he is going all out. All out.
Why not? I mean, you know, he's not out there taking bumps on the ring right now, so why not?
Yeah, man. Good for him. Good for him. He's having fun with this, and
let's have Shawn Michaels out there after this.
Dude, after seeing those pictures of Shawn Michaels with our boy Mello, has anybody gone from heartthrob to creepy old man faster than Shawn Michaels? I don't think so. That man has just let himself go. Like from the neck up, he has let himself go. He's got the lazy eye. He's losing his hair. His pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah, maybe I ought to, you know.
I don't know what he needs to do.
Like call, you know, that company Roman.
Yeah,
does the hair
and boner pills.
Like, you know, give them a call and see what they can do, man. Like at least have like some hair, like as much hair as I do, like and have it on.
Yeah. Or just go bald. Go Nick Gage, man. Look like Nick Gage, like that figure.
Oh man. See, I don't even like the figure. Like that looks.
I bought it. It's in my case back there because it's so bad. I needed to have it.
So, Sean, come on,
so man. Bad. I needed it.
You know, I plan on doing a meet and greet. I don't know now. Like I don't know if I want to meet and greet anymore with Sean.
I'd still meet him.
Maybe I'll have him wear a hat. Like here, put this DX hat on, dog.
Yeah, cowboy hat. Something. So he doesn't give a shit about like what he wears either. He's got, you know, he'll come out and he's got his boots tucked or his jeans tucked into his boots and fucking hot mess.
Well, that's like when he came back with DX and he had the. Or yeah, the NWO, like when he
had like waders on, like like he was going fishing. Anyway, what was I going to say next? Oh, we're going to do our power rankings. A lot of King of the Ring talk. We're going to do power rankings in the wrestling segment, in the ring segment this week. DJ's pick, it was top 5 King wrestlers or Kings of the Ring, right, DJ?
Right, that's it.
All right. So let's start out with number 5. So these are either guys who won King of the Ring or were just called King.
Right.
Most guys were called King once they won King of the Ring, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, some people all of a sudden they were the king. Like so.
Right, exactly. All right, I'll let you start. It was your idea. I'll let you start.
All right. So first honorable mention, friend of the show, Jimmy King. Jimmy King, baby.
Yes.
I know you're listening.
Good call there.
So honorable mention. There's no way we can talk about Kings of the Ring without mentioning Jimmy King. And then so number 5 for me, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, all right. Stone Cold's on my list. He's not number 5 though. Number 5 on my list is the King of Hearts, Owen Hart, 1994 King of the Ring winner.
Yep.
I had a couple honorable mentions as well. I had Edge.
Mm-hmm.
He won King of the Ring as honorable mention. I cannot read my writing. Oh, Hacksaw. Hacksaw was King of the Ring.
Oh, yeah.
And Macho King. I didn't have him in my top 5 because I don't feel like he ran with the gimmick. I mean, he had it for a while, but I don't
blasted Ultimate Warrior with the scepter.
I feel like it was like a year though. I mean, 9. I'm thinking like WrestleMania 6 to WrestleMania 7 was like his Macho King run.
Yeah, because once he lost that match to the Warrior because he blasted him, that was it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No more King.
So he was Macho Man longer than he was Macho King. So
sure.
And I feel like Macho Man he won the Intercontinental, he won the world title, twice. So like, I feel like Macho Man
He can only fit 5 in there.
Macho Man is much more important than Macho King in his career.
So. I mean, because my 6 would be, King Booker, but it's
Booker didn't make your list?
Not top 5, no.
Oh wow. All right. So I'm interested then, man. Who's your number 4?
Number 4, I'm afraid I got bad news for you.
Wade Barrett, huh?
Yes.
Nice. Bad news Barrett. He should be on my honorable mention list, actually, because I fucking loved him.
It's just the way he, like, especially when he won this particular, like, his character as the king, was dope. Like, he really got into his character as king. So.
I loved Bad News Barrett. He was one of my favors.
Yeah,
when I got, and like that was like right.
I'm glad he's a commentator because it was great mic work.
That was like right when I got back into wrestling. It was like right around his run.
Yep.
My number 4, I've got a tie between King Haku and King Harley Race.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of where they, Harley, kind of kayfabe passed it to Haku in the first place. So that makes sense.
Those are the first guys though that I remember being like, these guys are kings. You know what I mean?
Right. Like what happened? Yeah.
When we met Haku, I got I don't know if you guys can see it in the video there. I'm trying to point my pen at it. It's like right here. I have an autographed picture of Haku as King Haku with Bobby Heenan that I got when we went up to Albany for the meet and greet deal there with Heroes Hideout.
I'm gonna repost, like, after the tournament's over. I'm gonna repost our picture, the picture I got with Haku, where he has like his hands wrapped around my neck, and his hand is like the size of my neck. And that is the pose that he wanted to do, and I wasn't gonna argue with him. So
I don't remember if I got a picture with him. I got to go back and look.
Yeah, you got to look.
I'm pretty sure I
did.
He
was the nicest guy, but I wasn't gonna.
Oh, he was awesome to talk to.
Yeah, he was fun, but I wasn't gonna stop him from.
I usually do a combo. I'm gonna have to look, but all right. That was number 4. Who you got for number 3?
Jerry.
Dude, how did I not have Jerry Lawler?
Jerry Lawler.
Damn, I fucked up. Put Jerry Lawler in my. I can't put him in my honorable. All right. King Booker, this is we're the first time we're doing this here. King Booker was going to be my number 3.
And that's what, now you see why I got him at 6.
Yeah, we're going to move Booker T out of my top 5. Mm-hmm. We're going to move him to honorable mentions. Okay. And I am also going to have Jerry Lawler at my number 3.
Right. See, now you're seeing, like, I got like my King Booker figure is signed by Booker T. Okay.
Yeah, so I love Booker T.
And I loved King Booker, but I knew when I made this list, I was like, oh, this is good. Like, there's some guys that's going to be packed at the top here. So.
Yep. Yeah, man, you got me. You got me. In a good way. You got me in a good way. I'm glad I caught that. All right, number 2.
Number 2 is the Hitman.
I got number 2. I got Hitman as well for number 2. So good call there. 1993 King of the Ring. And like I just like vividly remember. I remember where I was watching that pay-per-view. I remember like Brett was one of my favorites as a kid. Like I just remember a lot about that show. So Brett stands out right away for me when we talk about King of the Ring and Kings and all that stuff. So
well, just that tournament, he showed like that baby face that like gets beat up for 75% of the match.
Yep.
And then pulls it out some kind of way. Like you can go watch almost every match of that tournament. That's how it was. Like it was like matches he wasn't supposed to win, and he's getting his ass kicked for 75% of it. And then, small package, 1, 2, 3. Oh, like, wait, what? So so that was an exciting. If you guys haven't watched that one, it's a pretty exciting King of the Ring to watch.
Yeah, it is. And then, all right, so that was it. We agreed on number 2.
Yep.
Who you got for number 1?
Man, it was one of your, like, I did the exact same thing, but with one of yours, I did it at number 1, which was the slash of Harley Race and Haku.
Oh, all right. I like that we both used the same two as a
because they were kind of because you could just tell like they wanted to keep Harley Race going, but I think his age and everything kind of caught up with him.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, but we have Haku in the stable, so let's just keep like let Haku keep the gimmick going. And he did he was masterful as a king. So
yep.
So that's why like you gotta they're kind of to me they're kind of connected in my opinion.
Yeah. My number one is one of yours already, but my number one is Stone Cold because he won that King of the Ring.
And that changed his whole career.
Changes his whole career, changed the world of wrestling altogether. Put him on the map. I think put WWE, WWF on the map. I
saw Austin 316 signs the next night.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, obviously he's more known for that promo than he was the actual, the actual tournament, but I just think
knowing that he like the whole like the bottom part of his lip was like sewn together basically. Like before he went into the match with Jake.
Yep. Some breaking news here while we're in the middle of
I love this.
Our recording here.
We need like that old school
Blitzkrieg Pro. We talked about them. We are sponsoring their show coming up on October 24th in Enfield, Connecticut, Old Country Banquet Hall. They've got Dirty Dango, formerly known as the Fandango. They were supposed to have Dan Housen, and Dan Housen had to back out. He's been replaced by Breezes, formerly known as Tyler Breeze. So little Fashion Police reunion Sunday, October 24th.
So versus?
It didn't say versus. He just said it just says he'll be in the house.
All right.
Right now. So I assume that they're gonna tag and against somebody because it was supposed to be Dango Housen versus a tag team. So I feel like they'll probably go with the same deal.
Okay.
And we are sponsoring the title match, by the way. We are sponsoring Bobby Orlando.
All right.
Versus Kirby for the Blitzkrieg Pro.
That's a good damn match. Like that's a match I would watch like on TV.
It'll probably be on Twitch. Stay tuned for our to our Instagram feed, and we'll let you know if it's going to be on Twitch and where to find it. So it's not going to be on our Twitch. It'll be on a Twitch stream. We'll let you know for sure. But if you're in the area, that's big news, man. And that's it for wrestling this week. Look at that. Perfect timing for that Blitzkrieg Pro.
Around in the hour here.
They just popped it up on the event. So good for them. Good for them. And shout out to James Batchelder from Best Batch Promotions. He's the one that made that happen. I talked to him at one of their shows. He's a great dude. And actually I got to work with him to get some guys on here and do some and some other stuff. So start working with him, if you will. All right, guys, let's move in to DJ. If you're ready, man, it's time to walk that aisle. You ready?
Let's walk it.
Let's do it. Walk that toy aisle. Oh, man, we're going to have fun going through this sponsor. It's brought to you by a place I've spent way too much money at the last 2 weeks. Homage, our good friends, homage, homage, however you want to say it, man. They are killing it. They just, if you look up on our Instagram feed, they just popped up WWE hoodies. They took some of their most popular WWE t-shirts and made them into their soft freaking hoodies. And today, Wednesday, as of right now, you can buy one WWE hoodie and get one WWE tee for $20. And you can use our code the run in 15 for 15% off of that. I took advantage of that this afternoon, and I grabbed myself the NWO hoodie and the Ultimate Warrior hoodie and a Bret Hart shirt that I had in a medium, and I got fat through COVID and it doesn't fit me anymore. So I had to get a large. And it was just one of those shirts where it's like, I don't mind rebuying this because it is such a damn good shirt.
Right.
Jump on the homage website, not just wrestling stuff, guys. We've talked about it before.
Exactly.
And they were emailing with us this week. They've got some other bangers coming soon. So stay tuned. We might work with them about doing a little giveaway. So like I said, we've been emailing with them all week. So more news on that. But in the meantime,
keep using our code because
that's right.
They're starting to like us.
Yeah, that's right. Go to the runinpod.com and click the link under the homage logo under deals, and then go to the website, use that link, and then put in that code, the runin15, to save 15% off. And help us out. All right, let's walk that toy up.
Because I got that Macho Man shirt, and I was thinking, like, would it be crazy for me to like wear the Macho Man?
Hell no, man. I got the NWO t-shirt and the hoodie. I'm NWO for life.
I pulled the sweatshirt off, and I still got that. And people were like, wait, just to mess with people. I was thinking about that.
I've bought that Macho Man purple shirt, the famous Macho Man purple shirt.
Yeah,
so many times. Not necessarily through homage,
right?
But I bought it like I used to be like almost 300 pounds, like way back in the day. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, we're all over the place. We're all over the map today.
It's our show. We can
but you're finding out that, that I was almost 300 pounds at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a bunch of weight, so I bought that shirt, and then I lost even more weight, and it was like a large. I need to get rid of it.
Another one.
And then I gave it to I gave the extra large to a friend. I bought a large, blah blah blah, and then Homage put one out, and I'm like, I gotta get the Homage one because it's so soft.
Right.
So anyway, guys, I meant to bring this up at the beginning of the show, and I didn't. Our watch along, with Escape the Undertaker. Yeah. It's in our feed. It's on our YouTube channel. Go watch it. But what you guys didn't hear before we went on the air, we found out. DJ likes to call himself the vigilante it takes, but man, we might have to call him Soul Train Jones going forward. DJ told us he was on Soul Train.
I was.
We need somebody to go find that video for us out there on YouTube and send it to us.
So I'll give some hints out even. So because I've been trying to, because they, how sometimes you put stuff up and you don't own the music, so they come down as fast as they go up. But so one. Like you can clearly see me if you find MC Hammer and he's doing the song Going Up Yonder, and I'm like me and a friend and some other people are on stage with him during that song. And then there's another clip, like if you find this was the days when like Don Cornelius was not hosting anymore. He always had a guest host. So Tatiana Ali, that's the daughter from so she was hosting, and I did Scramble Board on that episode. So
fantastic.
So those you will clearly see me.
If you're keeping score at home, we have found out that DJ was on Soul Train as well as some show on the Travel Channel where they pay for your Disney vacation. What a life! What a life! And seen Bette Midler. What a life DJ lives.
I did see that. The layers here. The layers.
That's right.
I'm like an onion.
All right, let's talk toys here. Chella, baby. They are banging out the retros.
I don't know what to do. I hate even when I get something that pops up. I'm like, oh, here we go with Chella taking all my money again. But
they actually dropped two things this week. They dropped Hollywood Nova to complete the BWO.
Right.
As a retro. And then they put a render up for their 6-inch, 7-inch line that will be in scale with Mattel. It'll be in scale with Storm Collectibles, AEW figures, all that stuff. It's going to be in scale with all those, but it's Sabu. And,
yes, I saw that. Yeah.
I know it's just a render, but it looks really freaking good. Like the scars, everything. I don't know how they're going to do this because I'll be honest with you. Some of the pieces look like Mattel pieces in the picture.
Right.
But I mean, they're full steam ahead. So
and you can pair it with your RVD and that's going to
be some good stuff there.
That's one of my favorite tag teams, just to put that out there, RVD and Sabu.
Honestly, I just like having the ECW guys. Like we've talked about it before. I'm not a huge ECW mark, but like ECW is such a huge part of wrestling history. Like I want RVD, I want Sabu, I want Sandman. I mean, I'll draw the line at some point. I'm not going to get if we got a Balls Mahoney, I'd probably pass.
You're about to say you don't need Nova.
Yeah, I don't need Nova. There's certain guys I would absolutely pass on.
Right.
But
I would like Super Crazy. I'd like to get.
I loved Super Crazy. Or Tajiri.
Jerry, oh god, he's just one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite all-time wrestlers.
Yeah, man, absolutely. There was some AEW figure news. We got to see. I don't know what line this is. Totally, it is
Gold
Series
or silver?
7. It's gold. It's the unrivaled, but I didn't know what number in the line it was. Some mixed reviews on these. Series 7. It's Lance Archer, Nyla Rose, the Bucks, and FTR. People are saying, even the Major Brothers, they got these in, and they're saying the Lance Archer is awesome.
Okay.
They're saying the Bucks hair color isn't great. Fuck the Bucks anyway.
I don't want Bucks anyway. Yeah.
Even though they're in Lakers colors, you don't want
care. Them.
No. They're saying
Sky and Lakers colors, and then we'll talk.
They're saying FTR is actually not great. Like the heads, one of the heads is too small. The tattoos is not right. Like there was a lot of mixed reviews.
Is it the bald? Like, because I always forget their names. The bald one is his head.
No,
small?
it's the other one. If you go to Alex West Collects Instagram, it's like his 4th picture. You can definitely see. He looks like the end of Beetlejuice when the guy gets his head shrunken.
His head shrunk. Okay.
Yep.
All right, because the other guy, the bald guy, his head is small. Like compared to if you look at him, his head is pretty small.
Yeah, I'll actually say Nyla Rose looks good.
Okay.
Nyla Rose looks good. She's gonna be it's weird, man. The AEW figures, right? Nyla Rose.
And be careful, because Zach will put that as a
Rio and who am I thinking of? The other woman that
Doc.
Nope. She was gonna be my point. Is every woman superstar has come with the women's title except for Britt Baker.
Right. So Io. I mean not Io.
Shida. Io Shirai and Rio. Or you're right. Yeah. Shida and Rio came with it. And Brandy didn't come with it either. Actually, now that we're going through that,
thank God.
Yeah. Lance Archer though looks pretty good. Okay. He's tall. Like they made him look really good, actually.
So they didn't just use Jurassic. They didn't use Luchasaurus's body because he's tall. Like Luchasaurus.
Yeah,
is tall.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty good stuff there. Again, Alex West Collects has pictures on his Instagram. The Major Brothers unboxed them on Twitch or on their show this week, I think maybe. I can't remember where I saw them doing it, but yeah, check those out. And if you ordered them from Ringside, they should be shipping shortly. Nice. And then today, it popped up over on Amazon, a belt pack with the world title, the TNT title, and the tag titles.
Yes. What they want, 20 hours?
There's no price listed because it's Amazon. It's just currently unavailable right now.
Okay.
So I love the idea of a belt pack, man.
I think I think every quarter, I think both companies should put out a belt pack.
Ringside did it with Mattel a couple years ago. They did 2 of them, and you got I remember getting the NWO title. The way they did it though, you only got 1 of the tag team belts, I think. Of course, so you had to buy 2, right?
Right.
Let me see if I can type this in real quick. Ringside collectibles Mattel belt pack. See if images come up and I can confirm or deny what happened. Yeah, so the first one, it was a hardcore title, the rated R spinner, the old Raw tag title, the old SmackDown title, and the NWO title. I remember buying that one, and I sold the SmackDown and the Raw titles. I kept the NWO, Edge, and Hardcore, and then they did one with the Raw and SmackDown women's titles, the Divas title, the NXT Women's Championship, and then the old school World Tag Team titles that Heart Foundation had. Okay. So I would love for Mattel to do these again and put the Intercontinental title out there, or the like they did the Hardcore title, or some old school belts, even doing the Raw and SmackDown titles again at some point. Just mix it up, make a different pack for every quarter, like you said. I like that idea. Or even do it semi-yearly, every 6 months.
Yep.
Put out a new pack of belts, because it's there's certain belts where these ECW belts that are coming with the Cactus Jack exclusive and the Bam Bam Bigelow. There's not a ton of those. The US title that came with Brett and Goldberg, yeah, you need a reason to buy that besides the figures. I get that, but You know, the light heavyweight title. There's so many, the $1 million title. There's so many, that they could do. And then you don't have to worry. Like, then I don't have to buy a figure. Just, I want one of those Raw tag team titles because Ric Flair had one.
Right.
He won it with Roddy Piper.
Right.
I don't want to have to buy a figure that comes with that just for that belt. Like, let me buy the belt pack. So
no, just, you know, like, even like you could have gotten the, you know, I guess they're calling it the Brood Hardy Boys.
Right.
You got the tag team title. You got like that tag team title with them.
Yep.
But you know, what if you didn't like the Hardy Boys? Like, then but you wanted the titles.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Now you spend 35 hours for
Ringside Collectibles has a Halloween sale going on. There's actually some really good stuff on there. I was
some good prices too.
That's what I'm saying, man. There were some really good prices on there.
Was like $7, right?
Damn. Jushin Thunder Liger Storm Collectibles is on sale. A bunch of them. Yeah, they got all kinds of good stuff on here. Even the Ultimate Editions. Like, the prices are skyrocketing on Ultimate Editions.
Yeah, they are.
So like the first John Cena one is up there right now for $33.99. If you use the code DCALLUP, you get 10% off. So you know, if you need to grab them, they're up there. All really good Halloween sale over at Ringside Collectibles, and help out our buddy Kenny and use the code DCALLUP. Get yourself 10% off. I just did it last night. I ordered some Defender cases for my for some figures. So
yes.
What else we got here?
I probably need that for my signed stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly, man. The cases are they're back in stock and totally worth grabbing. We got pre-orders for Legends of Lucha Libre are up over at Boss Fight Studios website. It is Conan, Lady Maravilla, Taya Valkyrie, Lucha Bros, Juventud. Yeah, so go grab those. Those figures are there's so many companies making figures right now. It's so good, and they're all going to be in scale.
Right, that's what I mean with that particular line. Like, they're in scale. With,
I think the first Lucha Bros that came out for that set were a little bit smaller than a Mattel, but I think they are going to change it. So
I definitely want that, like, because that's the Conan I first saw. Like, that Conan. Like, I remember turning on AAA and like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, his name is Conan with a K. Like, that's kind of dope. And then he did, like, you know, he's very unorthodox.
Oh shit, Andy's keeping it 100. Look at this dude. DJ, that Ringside Collectibles sale. You can get the Shawn Michaels, the bald Shawn Michaels, for $8.99.
I'd rather get Dexter. I'm not buying that damn figure.
New York Comic Con was this week, a little lackluster. I thought there'd be more announcements. I thought there'd be more like, hey, this is coming. Wrestling wise, we saw like the Major Brothers are doing bendies again. That's not. I'm not interested in that at all. No offense to them. Kudos to them for starting their own toy line, but I'm not interested.
We're talking bendies in our interview.
Yeah. So just I thought there would be more. Hasbro Pulse though is doing a Hasbro Pulse Con. That is going to be October 22nd and 23rd at HasbroPulseCon.com. So hopefully we will find some more information out there.
We can get something going.
Yeah, exactly, man. This is just the last few weeks we've been like saying, you know, it's the toy news is slow. Toy news is slow, and there's nothing going on with anything really.
And then in a couple of weeks we're going to be talking holidays,
right? So we'll be talking sales and stuff,
right?
Hopefully. Also the Hasbro CEO. This is a sad story. I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. Hasbro CEO
that
Brian
is hitting you, but go ahead.
Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner passed away. He took a leave of absence from Hasbro and then died for cancer treatment and then died 2 days later. He was only 58.
Come on.
So shout out to well, not shout out, but thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
Out to the Hasbro family, and of course we love Hasbro and all their stuff, and Just a sad story overall. Caught my attention, and we're talking toys here every week. We got to talk about that.
And fuck cancer, dude.
It's the worst. It is the worst. All right, let's walk that toy aisle with some fun. We got weekly purchases here in just a second, but DJ, I was thinking,
let's pick everybody up real quick here.
That's right. I was thinking, usually if we're a little lackluster in the toy news, we'll talk like, hey, we'll ask the Fig Cave for questions or something like that. But I had a question because somebody brought this up to me the other day, and just kind of looking at my collection and stuff.
Right.
What's one Sting piece of memorabilia or figure? So Sting is your end all be all. That's your favorite wrestler of all time.
Right.
Mine's Ric Flair.
Right.
What is one thing that you do not have? We can do like one like semi-easily accessible thing.
Right.
And then like one like holy grail that like you probably will never actually own but would be sweet to own. Like what's one of each from Sting that you need in your collection or need in your life?
I would like to get something ring worn, like a ring worn thing, and it could even, I don't even care if it's from Surfer Sting. But something ring worn.
Wait, do you hate Surfer Sting? Or
I don't hate Surfer. No, I'm just saying like it
them?
doesn't have to be, like, because some people are like, oh, you're a Sting fan, and all they think of is the Crow character. And I'm just making a point of saying no, it's the whole catalog.
Yeah, because for me, I like Surfer Sting more than Crow Sting, to be honest. Like if Homage had a
very exciting character, like he was.
Yeah, if Homage had Sting under contract and they had a Surfer Sting shirt or a Crow shirt,
they have the Crow one on Homage.
Do they?
Yeah, it says Sting, Crow, Icon. Yep.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right. If they had a Surfer Sting one, I would buy that over the Crow one.
Did you get that pink one?
No.
Okay.
I gotta get that. I keep meaning to order.
It's a nice shirt. It just doesn't fit like it's that old cotton though. Like it's
yeah.
But other than that, like I do, I don't look too bad in pink. So
yeah, I would get the black. I can't pull off hot pink.
No, I don't think you can. I love you, but you can't pull off pink.
Nah, I got to drop that 30 pounds I gained in COVID, and I can pull anything off. All right, so what's like one figure or something like that you're missing?
Joker thing.
Joker? Okay. All right, I'm gonna make a note here for Christmas. No, I'm just
yeah, I don't like everyone I see is $100 at least.
Actually, one thing I forgot to bring up is the AEW crates shipped out this week, and people started getting them. Sting is the micro brawler in that set. I got some spoilers here. If you ordered it and you haven't gotten it yet, earmuffs. But it is it looks like Sheeta autographed, 8x10.
Oh wow. Okay.
A Darby Allin, like what are those toy skateboards that my kid plays with?
Oh yeah. The fingerboard,
fingerboards. I forget what they're actually called. Something to do with full gear, like a full gear postcard, Britt Baker bloody pin, Hangman Page bottle opener.
Damn.
The shirts were Inner Circle and Kenny Omega, and then a Moxley versus Omega unsanctioned lights out match poster. So that's
not a bad. That was a pretty damn good crate.
That is a good crate. I dropped to the crates just because the one that's coming out this month, it was like all face paint guys, but it was like guys I don't care about. Like Darby Allin. Not that I don't care about them, but they don't like their stuff. You're doesn't
Flair
fit.
Guy, like that's not.
Yeah, I'm all flashback stuff. Like that's so I was like, I'm cutting
guys that ride in limos and wear suits.
No, but I love Legion of Doom and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, all right. So it's Evil Uno, Darby Allin, Danhausen, Gangrel, Demolition, Papa Shango, and Hurricane Helms is this month's masks and paint is the theme. Yep. So I was just like, you know what? The micro, like I'm trying to think of who the micro brawler would be. I'm like, Darby Allin already has one. I think Danhausen already has one. It's probably Hurricane Helms. Papa Shango and Demolition have them. I'm like, I don't need a Hurricane Helms shirt or a Evil Uno shirt. So it was just time for me to drop it. I'm going to keep an eye on like who's featured in them. And if there's something I'm interested in, I might sign up for that month or whatever. But back to the question at hand here. We're getting off topic a little bit. But for Ric Flair, I would love to own one of his robes. I think that would be sick.
Oh, yeah.
I do have, it's not on display anywhere. It's in my closet. Me and the wife were out one night a couple summers ago, and I got a nice little buzz going. And I was talking some shit, not like I was gonna fight somebody, but like just in a group chat I'm in with Charles Andrew. I was like, guys, I think I'm about to buy this robe. I think I'm drunk enough where I'm gonna buy this robe.
I think I'm drunk enough.
Charles Andrew sent me $25 and said, go do it. And I did it that night. I bought it while we were at the bar, and it came in like a week later. So I have like the Jack's like red robe. And now, I was like, you know what? I spent way too much money on this. It's like $80,
right?
Minus the 25 that Charles gave me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wear this for Halloween this year. And I did. That was a couple of years ago. So I had never been Ric Flair for Halloween before that, believe it or not. So I went with it, and I still have the robe sitting in my closet. But I would love the black robe that he wore like a lot in WWE.
The one that Sherry is pictured in,
yeah,
possibly naked under.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And then as far as like an easy get, like a figure, there's a Jack's classic that I don't have, where he's in a green robe.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
that. I don't have. I still would love a mint on card Galoob.
Okay.
And I think that's it. I really don't think I have anything that's like. I'm trying to like. Yeah, there's nothing out there that I'm like, I need that. One of my buddies uses this website. I think it's like RSA. It's like all sports memorabilia signed by guys. Mm-hmm. And there was Ric Flair boots on there, and they were signed, and they were only like $80. They weren't his actual boots. They were just a pair
signed.
Yeah, a pair of wrestling boots signed by him. And I was just like, I think I would actually rather have a boot than the robe. The robe is just too tough to do something with. Mm-hmm. So holy shit, there is a Ric Flair 1991 vintage wrestling watch on eBay for $199.99.
Of course.
GTFO, sir. That's way too much. But
and I like how he had to make it $199.99. Like,
yeah. I jumped on eBay here real quick just to see if there's anything that popped out. I'm like, oh yeah, I need that. I don't have that, and there's nothing really that's almost like I would love to have that. I'd love to have a belt, like one of his actual belts, or a boot or a robe for the big stuff. And then, like I said, eventually I'll buy a Galoob mint on card. I just haven't done that yet, or a Remco on card. There's one right here for 160.
I'm about to say a Remco, because don't they? I saw
Zombie Sailor had them for sale a couple summers ago,
and I saw like somebody had like the Ric Flair versus Larry Zbyszko or Remco.
I'm gonna have to look, but I have it loose, but I would love it mint on card.
Right, like I got 2 loose Legion of Doom now, but I want that 3-pack with Legion of Doom and Paul Ellering.
Yeah, Remco's, man.
Yeah.
That green Jack Pacific wrestling or classic superstar.
I remember that. Yep.
It's like $80. I don't know why it's so expensive. It's crazy.
And it's just crazy that, like, I remember those, like, KB, like they would like get so many of them, and then catch them on some weekends where they were trying to give them away, like 3 for $15. Just take these things,
right?
And now like there's like hundreds of dollars on some of those.
Yeah, so crazy. All right, that is it, guys, for Walk That Toy. Oh no, we got to do weekly purchases. Sorry. Weeklies. What do you got, DJ, for weekly purchases?
All right, so the first thing I got was Rocky as Luke Hobbs. When they dress up and do the haka in the middle of the movie with Roman Reigns. And then speaking of movies, since I wasn't able to get Sarge.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was able to get the final scene here from Jurassic Park.
You sent me a picture of that, and I was like, that thing is bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. I love the box on that. You going to open it up or just leave it like that? Or is it like, can you flip the packaging up so you can see what's inside it? Or is it just?
I think like I just saw this piece of tape here. I was trying to figure out how to open this thing without tearing the box, in case I want. So now I see it. Maybe I'll make a video.
There you go. Yeah, do that up, man. Do it up.
Yep.
Anything else? All right. So a couple things. I got the Ninja Turtles loot crate. I already opened it. It's on our YouTube channel. It was a shirt, the Danny figure, a pin, and some coasters. And then I got Kane and Undertaker Ultimate Editions. Those are up on the YouTube channel as well. And then the only other thing I got was I finally went over in Springfield, Massachusetts. Shout out to Zombie Hideout. I got my autographed Jerry the King Lawler figure in finally.
Signature.
He really does have such a great figure. See, this is an oversized ringside defender. This one's too big. So I ordered this one, and then Kane's come in. So I already dropped a figure off to get signed by Kane there, and so I got the regular size for Kane and Lawler. So those will be here next week. And I did get I forgot I got this last week. I got the Macho Man NWO Masters of the Universe. Forgot about that. And, I got
like the colors on that one
last week. Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. He's there. He's chilling while we record the rest of the show.
Right
down here. Oh, he just fell over.
1, 2.
Yeah. And that's it. I keep saying, it's been a slow week. Or it's gonna be, things are slowing down a little bit, trying not to spend as much money and stuff like that. So holidays are coming. And
exactly. That's exactly what's happening.
But then like all these pre-orders start shipping and stuff, and then Homage. Homage keeps having sales, man. I just can't.
Everybody wants your money.
Yep. Yeah. So, all right, let's jump into Falls Count Anywhere. Let's do this. Falls Count Anywhere is the part of the show where we talk about whatever the hell we want. We're going to kick it off. We got two. We did our power rankings. We did in the wrestling segment. So I said, you know what? We're going to do this or that, which we did not open up to our social media, but this or that we're going to do during Falls Count Anywhere. This is actually courtesy of Mike Lanham.
Okay.
He sent these over to us. This or that, Legends of the Hidden Temple or Nickelodeon Guts. Both shows on Nickelodeon.
No
I got
Dare? He didn't put Double Dare.
No, he just put these two because Legends of the Hidden Temple actually is getting a reboot.
Oh, that's right.
So it was topical at the moment.
Right.
So he sent that over and he said, this would probably be a good this or that. I said, you know what, Mike, you are absolutely right. So let's do it. So
right. Which one had the British lady?
That was Guts.
So I'm
the aggro crag, Mike O'Malley.
Yeah.
The British lady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I'm going Guts all the way. I actually don't remember watching much of Legends of the Hidden Temple. I remember it, but I remember, man, I wanted to be on Guts.
I think I wanted to be on Guts or Double Dare. Because I was pretty good at they would ask the questions. I was pretty good at those. And I'm like the dares, I wouldn't be afraid to jump in a cherry pie or something.
No, I want to be all up in those Guts.
But going back to Guts, though, that was, one of the people that was on television that reminded me that I was a heterosexual.
You were never on Guts, but you were on Soul Train.
Yes, which was another place that reminded me I was a heterosexual.
I love it. I love it. All right. And then he gave us another one. So we're gonna bang out two here.
Okay.
4-player arcade game. You got to go Simpsons or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which one are you playing? They're very similar.
They're very
think about it.
I mean, they're damn near.
You can even put X-Men in there too, because they're all. I feel like those 3-4 players are like the same game with just different backgrounds.
Exactly. I think they just have different skins on everything, and they're the same game. Which is fine because they're all 4 of them are fun.
Right.
I think I have if you throw X-Men in there, I have to go X-Men.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I have to go to Ninja Turtles. I remember spending so much money at the arcade on Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And then that
especially
was
when you got a crowd, and people started jumping in with you. It's well, I don't want to leave my team, and they
right. Yep. X-Men too, X-Men, Simpsons. We have I don't know if they're big out where you are, but we have a couple places that are retro arcade bars.
Mm-hmm.
And my kid loves going there and playing X-Men.
Okay.
It's really got me thinking about buying the X-Men arcade one up eventually, but I don't have room. I don't know where I'm going to put The Simpsons when it comes.
And that price needs to come down a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But so yeah, let us know what you guys pick for both of those in the 4-player arcade game, or this or that, Legends of the Hidden Temple, or Guts. Superman making news this week.
Oh, here we go.
Without getting like too political, let's just Superman apparently comes out as bisexual.
And this is Clark and Lois's son.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah.
I'm so far behind on comic books.
Oh, I had to dig that out. Like I wanted to find I wanted like all of the detail that you can get without because I don't think the book is out yet, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I still want how much detail can I get? And that was another nugget of information that is not going to be on anybody's post when you've been seeing this on your timeline.
I got no problem with. I love everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what color you are. I don't care what sexual orientation you are.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care. I love everybody. I'm a people person. I love people. For the most part, I love people. I hate some people, but I love most people. But if I hate you, it has nothing to do with who you're sleeping with at night or anything like that, or the color of your skin, anything like that. What I have a problem, I feel like this is jumping the shark. Like this is the trendy thing at the moment. I understand. And again, I'm saying this as a straight person. For somebody who is, bisexual or, part of the LGBTQ community, like this could be huge for them. And I don't know that because I'm not part of that community. I'm not. So I just think it's unnecessary as far as the storyline goes and things like that. I don't have necessarily a problem with it. I just saw it and I was like, really? This is what we're doing with with Superman and the storyline? Like, this is where it's going. And again, I don't have a problem with any of it. It's just I don't want to say weird because that makes it like a negative thing. It just seems very unnecessary for me or to me.
I am going to go with, I want to, I'll tell you what worked with me at this point is that I kind of want to read the book. And the reason why I say that is because I remember when everybody flipped their lid when we got a panel, like a couple of years ago, we got a panel of Captain America saying, Hail Hydra. And then everybody flipped their lid.
Mm-hmm.
And then, come to find out, like, it was not the real Captain America.
Right.
Of course, like they had him frozen somewhere and this other Captain America was taking over.
Yeah.
And, okay. When you read that book, this is why I want to read the book, because I feel like so here's my guess on all of this. I'm willing to bet that this particular Superman, so I don't know, he's going to be somebody Clark, obviously. Or somebody Kent, I should say. Somebody Kent. I bet you this is not that big of a part of the story.
I was thinking that as well. Like they just took this part and are like,
and then everybody's like, "Oh God!"
Right, we're gonna create a buzz. We're gonna get the Run-In podcast talking about it. We're gonna get
right.
This show talking about CNN is gonna pick it up. Like it's just gonna create a buzz for the show.
Right,
and that's kind of what I meant by it jumping the shark and it being unnecessary. Like I feel like that's what it is. I don't want to say it's a cash grab because that's insensitive and not the right thing to say. I just feel like it's completely unnecessary, and it is. It's creating a buzz about the show or about the book. I mean, probably to drive up sales a little bit, because when was the last time anybody talked about buying, besides the diehards, and super comic book nerds? Like, when was the last time anybody said, when was a book? When was a Superman book in the mainstream media? Basically,
when Superman died.
Exactly. So, and again, I hope I'm not coming off as I know Zach is going to send me messages about I'm a prick and I'm this and that, but
hold on, Zach. Hold
I hope I'm not coming off that way, because I really do not intend to come off. I do not intend to come off as Jon Gruden through this whole thing.
Right.
Segue.
Which we're gonna get to in a minute. Yeah.
Like I really don't have a problem with it, and after we talk about it, I probably won't think about it again unless I see the book at Barnes and Noble or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'll pick that up out of curiosity.
You're probably gonna read it,
yeah, exactly.
So I just think like you also I think what's happening is you also have to start to reflect the people at large. Like I mean, they're bi people, like they're there, they're out here. So
yeah, and you know what? Now that like I'm thinking, we're talking about it a little bit more and stuff. Like it's a sign of the times too. It's like this is 2021, and that is actually kind of cool. Like I realize I'm backing the truck up here, beep beep beep, a little bit.
In that DC universe, Batman is black. Okay,
that's right.
Lucius Fox's son is Batman.
I didn't even think of that.
Yep, which I have Batman #1. I'm about to frame it.
Nice.
And all that, like like there's all kinds of stories happening. Like he's not even the first, like one of the Green Lanterns, I think, came out as gay. I think one of the Bat women is also gay, lesbian. So it's just, hey, that's what and guess what? When you walk out your door and you're in any place that has more than 20 people in it, chances are that like maybe 2 or 3 of them are going to be in the LGBTQ community. So I'm like, so why yes, I'm all like, you might as well start, like some of these characters might as well start to reflect what's really happening out here.
I wonder what Marvel's going to do to like, if they're going to do anything to like,
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are there, let's see. Because you had so if you watch Deadpool, the teenage, like the girl that was a teenager and was a little bit older, I think she ended up being lesbian. Deadpool is he's whatever the name is for he'll have sex with anything basically.
Same.
So
just kidding.
So I just think, I was just watching, I know we're not on What You're Watching, but there's a documentary I was just watching on, it just came out on HBO Max. And one of the producers and one of the people that's speaking in the documentary is Monica Lewinsky. And it's about the pylon culture that the internet has become. And and it went over a couple of people that lost their jobs, from basically the guy, there's a guy, he was literally doing, he was stretching his fingers outside his hand outside of his truck. And then somebody took a picture of him and said he was throwing white power signs outside of a Black Lives Matter parade. And then that's what they said, he's like, no, that's not what I was doing. And it's a Latino man. And they the next day he didn't even get a chance. They called him into the office. He didn't even get a chance to say anything. They're just like, yeah, you're fired. That's it. And so, so just, and is the pylon, it was just, everybody saw this picture. They blew up his face and everything and piled on and said that this is what this guy was doing without any explanation. And, so that's what I feel like we're experiencing with this.
Yeah. What a world.
Yes.
What a world we're living in. Let's
maybe you ought to put on Satchmo singing on the outro.
Let's talk some football here before we wrap things up. Oh man. Busy week for you, my man. Let me just say, I know I just said some stuff, and again, I hope I did not come off the wrong way. But let me just say, everything that's coming out about Jon Gruden, and again, we're recording this on Wednesday. There might be more stuff that has come out.
Right.
Everything I have heard.
You said nothing close to what Jon Gruden said.
I
if you just disagreed with a storyline, that's one thing. I think, so everybody, seriously, if you got upset about what just remember, he's just disagreeing with a storyline. This is not, it has nothing to do with the community. So what I was going to say is everything that's being said that Jon Gruden said,
There's no doubt in my mind that he said any of this. Like, he just comes off that way. Like, nothing has surprised me that he's, that, and nothing that's come out has surprised me that he said it.
I'm sorry, like it's your email. Like, I mean,
right.
That's basically what you wrote and sent. Like, you had to click send and all that. No, it's just like they did the right thing. I'll start with the Raiders. They did the right thing. It's kind of, and yeah, I know like some people that have watched, like if you have watched the Dave Chappelle special, and then you kind of
watch that,
and then you watch what happened in this situation, it kind of like that was what that's the point that Dave Chappelle was trying to make in the special. Not so again, I really don't feel like he was it wasn't a thing against the LGBTQ. That's not what the point was. The point was like you can say stuff like racially, and then you like not a whole like it's not equal about what happens after you say something against one for the other, and it should be equal is what that's what the main thing was. And he just like he burnt every bridge you could possibly burn. Like, I mean, they had to take him off of the they had to take him because saying stuff about people and like Tampa Bay owners and everything. So he just burnt all the things and salted the earth.
Yep.
So
he will never do anything in football again. He totally.
I don't think anything. Like, how you can't do.
They took him out of Madden.
Yeah, Madden wrote him off. Like, if you buy a copy of Madden right now and put it in your PlayStation or whatever you're playing, and you're on Wi-Fi, it's going to give you an update, and Jon Gruden will not be in the game.
Yep, crazy.
And then you have what? And then and then here's my team. Like, you have, of course, mostly black players. You have
a gay guy.
You have the first active roster openly gay man on the roster, and he used the F-bomb. So in the emails. Now, here's where I'm going to go a little bit deeper. So, okay, Jon got his. He's out. I don't think like whatever. I hope he saved his money because that's it. He's not going to make any more money off of football or television for that matter. Who was like the people that he was sending this stuff to and conversing with? You cannot tell me that all of their stuff is completely clean.
Right. No, absolutely. And that's a lot of what's coming out. Is this is actually going to screw up the Washington football team, because it seems like everything that's coming out has to do with that whole team. Like, there's like a whole thing about their cheerleaders, go into some like photo shoot, and like season ticket holders or corporate sponsors or something like got like a private show and they felt like prostitutes and stuff like that. There's all kinds. I think Roger Goodell, commissioner of the NFL, is in big doo-doo here.
Oh, because he was kind of in the mix with that.
Well, he was like, I think he's in big doo-doo because this is all happening under his watch. Like, as the commissioner of the NFL, this is all happening under his, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is all,
so
I understand he didn't really have anything to
Washington football team.
I understand like Roger Goodell didn't have anything to do with it, but it all came, like, this is all happening within the last 10 years under his watch. So we'll see, man. It's just like more and more stuff keeps coming out.
You got the Patriots able to cheat in a game. I'm pretty sure
they're not calling people terrible names. That being said, if something came out about Bill Belichick, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, not one hair on my head.
I would not be surprised. I love Bill Belichick, but if stuff came out like that, I
could hear him grumbling.
You know what? I don't.
Voice now.
Bill Belichick respects the game, loves the game, and all that stuff. I don't think he. I don't know.
I was about to say, I'd make no more assumptions. I mean,
that's true. Look
Patriot owner even can't even. But anyway,
man, he was just trying to get off. He's a widower. Like he's just trying to get his dick wet.
But right, you can do better than a strip mall massage parlor, though.
Hey, man, cheap thrills. The dude's got a lot of money. He's looking for a new way to get excited. Anyway, I'm glad we're laughing at the end of all this. Anyway, let's talk.
That's all you can do, man. Dude, this stuff's nuts. That's all you can do is laugh at somebody.
Fantasy football this week. I threw up I scored a ton of points in almost every league I'm in except for one.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost every game except for one. It was just one of those weeks, man. I'm putting up like 160 right.
and he scored like 161.5, and you're like, what the?
That's exactly what it was, man. It was crazy. Our picks, Phil finally went down. He picked Kansas City.
Popping champagne.
Yeah. This week's Sunday night game that we're picking is Seattle and Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh. Seattle's got no Russell Wilson, though.
Well, and Big Ben is playing like, like a guy I saw walking down the street with a bag of donuts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they might as well have B&U quarterbacking, like in both in these games. Like I'll quarterback for Pittsburgh and you could quarterback for Seattle, and it'll be about the same thing. So
true.
So it's going to be about who's X factors.
Yep.
Are going to do something. So you got DK on one side, and you got Dante Johnson.
Yep.
On the other, the Pittsburgh running back finally got some work in this last week.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Like, because again, I don't believe in either quarterback that is going to be in this game.
No, I don't either. But I am going Seattle because.
All right.
I'm going Seattle because I feel like Pete Carroll is a better coach than Mike Tomlin, and he will find a way to win. I think Mike Tomlin is overrated.
I agree to a point with that statement. I think I just think both teams are in trouble. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't know if either team makes it to the playoffs.
I don't even know if I'm going to watch this game, to be honest with you.
I think it's like I think they picked this, before the season started as a Sunday night game, and I guess they just couldn't pull out of it. Because this is going to be kind of a dumpster fire. To be honest here, we could see an overtime 9-3 game, 9-9 game here. So just because they are at home, I am picking Pittsburgh, and that is the only single solitary reason why I'm picking Pittsburgh is that they're at home. Yep.
And because of Britt Baker.
She got some nice hips, though.
Yeah. All right. What you watching this week, DJ?
So I gotta. Now, you know what? It's going to be kind of interesting to see how the Raiders play in this game. Like, I don't know what the records are for teams that have lost coaches, especially lost coaches all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Which two of those teams now will be the Raiders, but I don't know. I don't know how that's gone, but I think it's got to be interesting. Like, they're gonna have some kind of a fire under their ass, and I think they're playing Denver, right?
I do not know. I do not know who they're playing.
So, but I gotta see how they react. I gotta think, they gotta let them hang and show everybody, okay, we're still a pretty good team. Because I think they do play Denver and get it going. Like just now they're going to chuck the ball downfield more. Because Gruden kind of did that West Coast thing, and not a lot of balls go past 20 yards. 125. We got the Broncos who have the same record.
All right, little division game.
Yep, and then the Dodgers, Dodgers and Giants, just like every night. I don't.
Oh shit, that's on right now, actually.
And no, it's on tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, or for us, it's on Thursday. It's gonna be on Thursday. And Dark Side, of course.
Yep.
And then I stay with my 911, man. I'll be like, I wonder when 911 Texas is coming back on.
I don't know. I haven't jumped into that show yet, and I didn't jump into anything that I said I was going to jump into last week.
Oh, and I saw 007, by the way.
Oh, how was it?
I liked it. I won't give away stuff because there's some surprises. There's some surprises and curveballs that happened during the movie, how can you have James Bond and not have something like that? So yeah, very classic James Bond stuff.
Nice. I'll probably rent it when it comes out or stream it or whatever. Head to my Blockbuster. I watched the Red Sox, as we talked about. And that was really it. NHL started last night. Right. I watched, we had Pittsburgh and the Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning play. And
watch Vegas.
I watched I watched a little bit of Vegas and Seattle, the Seattle Kraken.
Right. Release the Kraken.
They've got some cool jerseys, those Seattle Kraken, and the Vegas Golden Knights jersey still.
I'm about to say the Golden Knight jersey. And did you see like the ice graphic?
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that, you need to look that up. It was like straight out of a movie, where they put like this graphic on the ice of a Kraken, which is an octopus, like being attacked by a knight. It's just it's only in Vegas.
Only in Vegas. Knight.
Yeah,
like the knight was an actual guy skating on the ice.
Yeah,
and he slays the Kraken.
Crazy stuff. And then Seinfeld. I kept the Seinfeld going. Why not? I haven't really dove into anything deep this week. I did. I took some time away from TV actually through COVID, and I started building my Nintendo Lego set. So me and the kid did some Legos the other day.
There you go.
He was building. He got like a Carnage head. Just like that bust of Carnage.
I saw that. Yeah, that one's dope.
Yeah. So he wanted that. He couldn't really do anything. I was like, his birthday's coming up and stuff. But I was like, you know what? We'll get it for you now. You don't have anything going on, so let's get you some Legos. My mom brought him some Legos over too. So the kid was spoiled while he had COVID. So me and him last weekend, we just sat around and did Legos for most of the weekend. It was pretty nice, actually.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. So, and that was it. So we are under the 2-hour mark, Zach. Let's wrap this shit up.
Did it again.
We'll do our shout outs here. Of course, we got the Fig Cave podcast. I'm going to be on with Phil this coming week. We're going to do the top 5 Ric Flair figures. And don't forget, you can head over to Collar and Elbow and enter the code CAVE. Get 10% off there. They got some dope shirts over there. Figure collections. Your Bull Nakano retros will be shipping shortly. Homage, we talked all about them during Walk That Toy Aisle. Make sure you hit them up. Buy, sell, trade toys. Kenny over at the Call Up Barrios Toys. Dos Padres podcast, WrestleGeddon podcast, Coming Down the Aisle podcast that we now have a little wager going with.
Yes, we do.
For the ALCS, Dirty Heels podcast, Course Turnbuckle Tavern. And then you can go to runinpod.com to find all our discount codes for Homage, Figure Collections, Keystone Retro, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, Heroes Hideout, Fig Tees, Rep Sports, get those Raise Energy drinks. All our discount codes are over at runinpod.com. More content coming to your YouTube channel shortly. Another unboxing video from me will be up there before the end of the week if it's not already up there. And DJ, you're going to unbox that Jurassic Park thing, hopefully, and we'll get that up there. So more stuff coming on the YouTube. We'll probably jump on Twitch here shortly as well. But YouTube is youtube.com/the Run-In Podcast, as well as Twitch is twitch.tv/the Run-In Podcast. ProWrestlingTees.com/Run-In-Pod. Buy yourself a t-shirt. Twitter is at Run-In Podcast. Instagram is at the Run-In Pod. And make sure you're following because we got another giveaway this week with Buy, Sell, Trade Toys.
And we got a Barrios.
Are we doing Barrios? Or are we going to wait? Until we do let's wait and do the Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, and then we'll do the Barrios. Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Making big decisions here on the on the show. But hit them with your socials, DJ.
Yeah. So that's Fig Night 27, FIGKNIGHT 27 on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Where like I guess I'm gonna try to play some NBA 2K. Like I think my character is doing all right now. I'm leading
good enough.
I'm leading rookies in scoring.
Nice.
But coach is still tripping.
Madden, by the way, for PS5 is $50 at Target right now until Saturday, I think. So $20 off, $25 off, or $20 off, something like that. It's $50. So, and NHL comes out Friday. I think I'm gonna grab NHL. I got a gift card to Target, burning a hole in my wallet.
To give me the good Madden so I can see Gruden get written off of.
That's right. That's right. Maybe once I get NHL, I'll Twitch some NHL out there. I got to jump on and do some more stuff out there on Twitch, and I really like being on Twitch. Maybe we'll do another show. Maybe we'll do another live show on there soon. But all right, guys, this has been episode number 69 of the Run In Podcast. Don't forget, we also got that watch along out on our feed and on our YouTube channel where we escape the Undertaker with Mike Lanham and Phil Gentile. Thank you guys so much for listening. My name's Tommy Paradise.
It's your boy, the Vigilante takes
Soul Train Jones. Soul Train Jones. Thanks for listening, guys. We're out.